what did Jesus mean when he quoted Psalm 82 and said, "You are gods"? He told this to the Jews that were about to stone him. There's generally two views on this. I'm going to show you that both of them are wrong. But right here, the Jews are about to stone him because he said that he was making himself out to be God. Okay, so then he replies to them. Now, a lot of people are going to say he replied by saying, well, hey man, you're gods too. Remember I said in that Psalm 82, you're gods. So we're like all gods. Or another group says, no, he's talking about like judges, and you're a judge or an elder or something like that. So in their version, he says, no, man, we're all humans, dude. Both of them kind of are not accurate, right? Because we know that everybody's not a god, and we know that Jesus was not just merely human, and that's all. And remember, they were ready to stone him. If you can read 1039 down here, his answer didn't change their minds. They were like, ugh. So if you read Psalm 82, it's actually quite shocking to a lot of people because it says that God stands in the congregation and judges among the gods. Now that word is Elohim. You can do a study on that. Basically, it means something like we would say spirit. It doesn't mean the God. I'm just giving an example. But anyway, he tells them, look, you're doing a crappy job here. Here's the important part. After he says, you are gods, you are children of the Most High, he then says, you will pass away like men and fall like one of the princes. So what kind of curse would that be for doing wrong if they were just to pass away like a man? Like a man. Obviously, they weren't men. They were spirits. This happened after the Tower of Babel. If you turn to Deuteronomy 32:8. Now, older versions like the King James will say children of Israel in this passage I'm about to show you. But a lot of the newer versions that have access to older Hebrew than the King James people did, they'll tell you they translate it differently. Different people translate it differently, but this makes sense, okay? In Deuteronomy 32:8, it says he established the boundaries of people according to the number in his heavenly court. Some people say according to the numbers of the sons of God, according to the number of the sons of God, okay? Now that translation works better because Israel did not exist at this time, so it doesn't make sense to divide the lands up to the different nations of the earth according to the children of Israel. Number one, even if Israel existed, that makes no sense. Number two, Israel wasn't in existence at this time anyway. So I believe this is the correct translation. And there's literature from Jesus's time, that period in Jewish history where they talk about these sorts of things. But at any rate, God established these angels, if you like that term better, these heavenly beings, whatever they were, to protect and make sure justice was carried out in these new nations. Because it goes on to talk about how the Lord took Israel, the children of Jacob, for himself. Okay, just to refresh, so Psalm 82 that Jesus is quoting is speaking of heavenly beings from heaven. This is what Jesus is referring to. Jesus is saying he is divine. He is from heaven. He's not saying, well, I'm a human just like you, dude, or you're all gods, man, peace. He's not saying anything. He said, I'm from heaven. I am the Son of God. I'm not just a son of God. I'm the Son of God. So he wasn't backing down on his identity here like some people would sort of say. And again, they still wanted to seize him. That didn't make them happy. They didn't say, oh, well, we forgot about that. No, they knew exactly what he was saying. He was the Son of God, the Messiah. That's why they went to seize him again. So anyway, hope that helps. I just want to demonstrate how when people read things out of context, that's where all of these messes and weird doctrines come from, okay? This is just simply Jesus saying who he is. I am divine. Just for the people that want to pick in the comments, okay? Jesus was 100% man and 100% God, okay? So God bless you. Hope that helps. The point was not to get into long arguments about different views, but just to show you how when you take something out of context, weird doctrines start to come out, and that people just run with this stuff, okay? So keep it in context. Remember whatever your 5th grade reading teacher said about context, and that'll take you a long way. Of course, ask for the Holy Spirit to give you guidance. God bless you.